Hello everyone, today I'm going to review for you Lancome's Spring 2012 collection. Before we get into the tutorial, as always, all the list of the products used and the ones I'm going to show you today will be listed on my blog, which is linked down below in the description box. So I'm going to start with my very favorite piece of the collection, which is the Eyeshadow Quad. It is clearly the one that I'm wearing today. A palette like this can oftentimes be intimidating because there are so many different colors and variations involved. It goes from very light to very dark with shimmers and different textures in between. So today's look is a little bit more complicated than I usually prefer to show you, but I do hope that it might be helpful for some of you who do have a difficult time with melding different textures in a palette together. This eyeshadow palette is a limited edition, and out of all the spring palettes that have been produced so far, this is one of the only ones that gives you a smoky option. So today I took advantage of that and brought to you a very smoky eye, since all the other spring collections, except for one other besides this Lancome one today, will be very bright, very pastel, and very sweet and springy. This is a little bit more dramatic, so I figured I should show you this today, especially because this particular collection has received a lot of buzz in the last few weeks since it was released. Next, I have this blush duo. The rose is a blush. It's a very rosy color, and the petals on top, or the leaf, I guess you could call it as well, it's a very pale highlighter. Overall, I think this is one of the better spring blushes, at least in this limited edition form. Lancome also released a very baby pink and a very tangerine color in their standard packaging. And because there was so much going on the eyes, I would have amped up the lips a little bit, but I kept the cheeks and lips very neutral, very simple, just one product each. And on my lips today, I'm wearing the French Touch, which comes housed in a gorgeous, whimsical silver case. And this is the size comparison to one of the Absolute News. The pink is called Cotton Candy, and the orange tangerine color here is called Sweet Marmalade. Both are gorgeous on, and Cotton Candy, while it's almost just a touch too cool for me, I can still wear it as long as I wear it sheerly. It's a very Barbie pink. So now, without any further ado, let's get started with the tutorial. As usual, we're going to start with foundation. I'll be using two different shades of Taunt Miracle, Buff 6W and Bisque 6W. And I'm just mixing them on the back of my hand with a foundation brush. And then starting at the center of the face, blend out using crisscross motions. Be very gentle around the orbital bone. And now that I'm done with foundation, I'm going to use my Translucence Mattifying Silky Powder in 350 Bisque. I'm using a matte powder today, since the rest of the face will be relatively shimmery, so matte skin will give it some balance. And before I powder the orbital bone, I'm just going to add a touch of concealer. This is a really, really light concealer, so it's nice for me. But as you can see, even though this isn't a full coverage concealer, it does help out a lot. So now I'm just going to add a touch of powder to help it set. Now I'm going to fill in my brows with my Color Design Ciel de Soir matte eyeshadow. I'm using a Suku eyebrow brush. As usual, I'm going to prime with my NARS Pro Prime eyeshadow base. I'm also going to apply some of the primer on my lower lash line. And using a flat shader brush, I'm going to pick up the lid color here. I'm going to pack this very generously all over the lid and slightly above my lid line. Now I'm going to take just a touch of Too Faced's glitter glue, and using very, very little, I'm just going to pat this right into the crease. And using a fluffy brush, I'm going to pick up this turquoise with the silver glitters, and I'm going to pat it right into the crease. Just pat for now, and build up the color. And I'm going to extend it out just a little bit, but make sure that you follow the shape of your eyelid. I'm going to bring it slightly down into the inner corner, and very gently start blending from side to side in a windshield wiper motion. Now I'm going to take a dense pencil brush and dip it into the liner color down below and start pressing it into the crease. Now dipping back into the blue and blend it in with the liner color, taking it slightly higher above the crease. You can keep it low if you don't have much lid space or if you just prefer a less dramatic look, but just make sure you blend well. Now I'm going to take the smaller applicator and pick up the liner color again. Just follow the guideline and bring it in toward the inner corner. Flipping to the other side of the applicator, I'm going to pick up the silver, and I'm just going to pop that in the inner corner and blend it in with the green. You can build it up and place it right in the inner corner if you'd like. But now I'm going to take the all over color, which is supposed to be your brow highlight, and I'm just going to use this as a blending color. And I'm also going to pop a bit in the front of the eye. And before we clean up any fallout, I'm just going to apply one more quick layer of the lid color. Now I'll just sweep away any fallout. And as usual, I'm going to line my eyes using the art liner in black. And I'm just going to flick out the liner and take a black liner to tightline. Now I'll apply mascara and these false lashes, and I'll be right back to show you the final look. And this is the completed eye look. It is pretty dramatic, especially for me, because I don't like to take up too much lid space, but I figured I should try something different today. And if you haven't noticed, my eyes are a little watery today. They're just being very sensitive because I slept in my contacts last night. The light that I use to film these tutorials is really harsh on my eyes, so it doesn't help either. But now we're gonna move on to the blush. I'm just going to swirl both colors together, patting it right on top of the cheekbones. This blush is very pigmented, so you don't need too much at all. It's probably the most pigmented spring blush, actually. And to match the pink cheeks, I'm going to wear pink lips using this cotton candy lipstick. And that completes my Lancome Spring 2012 look. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and as always, if you need the list of products that I used in this video, it's always posted down below in the description box. So check out that link if you need any extra details. Thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you all very soon. Bye!